Hey kids, it's Pastor David Stephenson from Emmanuel Lutheran Church in Rochester, Minnesota, and I've got a children's message for you. Do you see what I'm wearing? Yep, it's called armor. Can you say armor? A-R-M-O-R. This is a face mask, and this is a big mitt. Why am I wearing it? Well, for protection. I want to visit with you today, and you can visit with your moms and dads, about how important it is to have armor. Because armor is anything and everything that gives us protection, that keeps us safe, that keeps us safe from harm and free from getting hurt. Well, relatively so, because even if you've got protection on, you can still get hurt. Let me show you what I mean. Do you know what this is? This happens to be what I wear when I am mowing the lawn. Why? Well, these mufflers, they keep that loud noise of the mower out, and it protects what? It protects my ears. That's right. Or I can wear glasses, or if I'm working on something really significant, I might want to even put on a pair of safety glasses. Yeah, these safety glasses, they are to protect my eyes from getting injured, from getting hurt or harmed. I bet you some of you like to ride bike. You like to ride bike? Well, if you do, and you've got parents, they probably say, "You're not going anywhere without your bike helmet. Put it on." Why? Well, when somebody loves you, they want you to be safe. They want you to be protected. In other words, they want to give you armor, something that can protect our heads, our eyes, our ears. Sometimes people wear mouth guards to protect their teeth. We need something to protect all of our vital organs. So we wear like a breastplate or some kind of a pad here to protect the front part of our chest. And we wear things that protect our legs, and we wear shoes to protect our feet. We have all kinds of protection, don't we? That's what St. Paul is talking about in Ephesians chapter 6. He writes a sermon to the Christians, the Christ followers, the people who believe in Jesus in the city of Ephesus. And we've been talking about Paul's letter to the church at Ephesus for the past few weeks. Well, today we come to chapter 6, the end of his letter, and he says, finally, if you want to stand and not fall, finally, put on the whole armor of God. In other words, Paul says, it's not going to do you any good to just have bits and pieces, because then you're not fully protected. We want to be protected from harm, to have our whole bodies, our whole lives protected. Well, what kind of armor does God give? Oh, he doesn't provide ear protection like this. He doesn't provide a face mask like this. No, what God provides is his armor. Let me show you what I mean. If you are into hockey, you know that a person can have just a regular clothing, but when they're in the game, the fight is on. Some people would even call it a war or a battle. And in that game, if you're a goalie, you've got to protect every single part of your body. But when this goalie is going to church or out with friends having pizza, do you think he wears all of that protection? No, he doesn't need it, because supposedly he's safe. Or what about this picture? Do you see what this is? Yep, this is a catcher, and he's just standing there and saying, "Hi, everybody." But when he's in the game, and there's somebody that's playing that has a bat in their hand, yeah, and somebody's throwing that baseball, the pitcher, maybe 80, 90, 100 miles an hour, then this catcher, he doesn't want to dress like this. He wants to dress like this. He wants to have the whole armor on. Let me show you another picture, okay? Do you know what this is? This is a picture of a soldier. Now, when the soldier is just out with friends, He's dressed like a soldier, but notice that when he's got to be in battle, he has all kinds of armor on. He needs to be protected. Or if you've ever met a firefighter, yeah, when she's just taking care of things in the fire department, she doesn't have to wear all the gear. But when there's a fire raging, then she's got to be protected from harm. And if she's not wearing her armor, she could get burned. Armor. Did you know that in baptism, God gives you and me all the armor that we need? Paul talks about it in Ephesians 6, verses 10 to 20. And you can read those verses with your mom, your dad, grandma, or grandpa, and you can talk about how important it is to have protection, to have armor. Now, when I'm at church, I don't exactly need to put on a face mask. Hopefully, people aren't going to be throwing baseballs at me 80, 90 miles an hour. No, then I just wear this armor. It's probably all the protection I need from the harm that could come my way from people in the church. But Paul says there's a different kind of armor that God gives us in baptism. He gives us a helmet, not like this one, but he says the helmet that we get is called salvation. Jesus died on the cross and he saved us from all our sins. And then God also gives us a breastplate, something to cover our chest, and that's called righteousness. That means God makes us right with himself through the death and resurrection of Jesus. And then God says, well, you're going to need something to hold those trousers up with, so we've got a belt. But the belt that we receive in baptism is called truth. And Jesus says, the father of all lies, the devil, he doesn't want you to believe the truth. Jesus says, I am the way. I am the truth. I'm the life. No one comes to the Father but by me. So we've got a helmet, we've got a breastplate, and we've got a belt. But we need something on the shoes. Yeah, that's called the gospel of peace because Jesus is our peace with God. And he wants us to share that love and that peace everywhere we walk. And then we have a shield. And the shield will quench all the flaming darts and arrows of the devil. The shield is called faith. And that's a gift of the Holy Spirit that we receive in baptism. So you see, Paul says to the Ephesians, God has given you all the protection, all the armor you need. So wear it when you walk. Everywhere you go, every day. Don't just put on bits and pieces of it. Yeah, if I wear this, it's going to protect my ears. But the problem is, it's not going to protect the rest of my body, is it? No. And then Paul says, there's one more weapon. It's called the Word of God. It's our sword. It's what we hold in our hands. And it protects us. The Bible. And then Paul says, and pray and pray and pray and pray. Now I realize it's not the same kind of armor that a goalie would wear when fighting a game of hockey, or that a baseball catcher would wear when playing a game of baseball. But God gives us a different kind of clothing. And he says, wear it and you'll be safe and you'll be protected. Why wear the armor? Well, because the devil is after us. He doesn't want us to believe Jesus. He doesn't want us to have a life of joy. He wants us to have a life of sadness. The devil doesn't want us to spend forever with Jesus in heaven. The devil wants us to be in that hot place, that really nasty place where he lives. The devil is always after us, and he's always lying to us. And that's why we need the full armor of God. And we need to put it on every single day. It's been given to us, so why leave it in the closet? Let's wear it, and let's be protected. Will you pray with me? Let's pray together. Dear Jesus, I am protected. You're my protector. You're my protection. Thanks for protecting me from the devil, the evil one, and all of his nasty lies. You give me all the armor I need. Help me to wear it every single day. Help me to wear it everywhere I go. Amen. Well, that's it for today. Until next week, remember, put on the whole armor of God, and then you'll be able to stand. Remember, God loves you with a forever love, and so do I. Bye for now.